Hello, and welcome for the first time
of
an hour of BS. Woo! So Carson.
Yeah, what's up? So it's been a while.
It's been a while. Well,
what happened the last few times?
We tried producing the show on a multitude of occasions.
A little bit too many times.
And we never quite got there.
Why was it?
But this time's the time.
Why was it?
I
think it's because my computer was pretty messed up. Okay. Because I didn't really know that my computer had no storage.
Right.
So.
Well, we first talked about doing this back in high school. We're in our second semester of college right now.
Wait.
The show's conception is probably a year old at this point.
Wow, I didn't think about that.
And now we're finally doing it.
Wow. So, tell me a little about yourself.
I go to OSU.
OSU, but it's what?
The Ohio
OSU.
State University.
Yeah. Okay.
No major right now. Figuring that out. What about you?
I'm going to the Kent State University. Majoring in nursing. So that's going. I don't know. I might fail my stuff, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. You'll do it though. I believe in you.
We'll see. No, it's actually like this semester a lot more than last semester.
Oh, really?
I like what we're learning on microbiology and anatomy, so it's looking good so far.
Good for you.
How about you? What about you? Like, what class are you taking since you're undecided right now?
I'm taking a bunch of general education classes.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff I'll need. Like just, multi-purpose classes.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is like a philosophy class. We philosophize.
Okay.
Another is a class about archaeology.
Ooh.
Not Indiana Jones, though, sadly. I had to identify rocks, which was real dumb.
That's terrible.
It was pretty terrible.
Was it really?
Oh,
Did you
hated
find
it.
rocks around here too?
Oh, no. Thank goodness. They just showed me pictures online of rocks, and I was like, and they were like, "What's this part?" And I was like, I don't know.
I would just be guessing in that class.
Oh, I did do a lot of guessing. They gave me multiple attempts on stuff, so.
Love that.
So, what sparked us to do this right now?
Oh, okay, that's a really good question. So, I think just because we're all home.
Oh yeah.
Some people are far away, some people are in different states and all that, but now's the best time because because of COVID,
right.
school's not in session, stuff like that. So, I mean, it is, but not really. But yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think about it?
Well, I think because we went to dinner like a week ago, was it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of when we were like, let's do this for real this
100%.
time.
And we're not gonna, this is what we're filming's going.
What we're filming's going.
Yeah. Which kind of makes you scared and nervous, but we're going live.
We're going live.
This is live theater, basically.
This is live theater.
Voice acting.
No second.
Ooh. We're all lying. We're all fake. We're not real.
Oh.
We're playing a character.
I mean,
So, that's awkward.
Yeah.
But no, so. That's how
we were
started.
at dinner.
Yeah, we were at dinner.
And we were just having a normal dinner, catching up like we do every now and then,
Right.
And you were having a grand old day that day.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yes. And I was having a grand old day that day. And then on our car, I think we were in the car, were we?
Was it going there?
I think it was on the way back.
Yeah.
And I asked you, what are we going to do about the show? Because we had a few previous episodes that we recorded, but never released.
Never.
And we're never going to release them.
We're never going to release them.
But now that we've had a little bit more experience with it from those previous episodes,
I feel like we're way more confident.
We
know kind of what to talk about.
We know what to talk about.
I mean, before, honestly, when we first started recording it, the first round of recordings, I didn't have anything prepared.
Oh, neither did I.
It was a full learning experience because I didn't have my camera prepared, my storage went out. I was like, this is not this is not going to be good.
But here we are now.
Here we are now.
All prepared.
Watch this thing go crash.
Don't say that.
No, speaking of crashing, not really. Okay,
Did you get in a crash?
No, but these are like things that like when I get like crashing as far as like not working out.
Oh.
So at work,
for those who don't know, he works at Starbucks. The CEO.
Big CEO. Big CEO. But I would put the orders in, like I do the ordering,
oh, right.
so it goes in Monday and then it like delivers on Friday. Well, yesterday it was like it always comes at like 12:30. That's the latest it has come. It always be at like they're at like 11:45. The latest is like 12:30. Well, it's like 12. Actually it's like 11:45, and I'm like, this is weird. Like it's not here yet. That's kind of weird. But it was like after the snowstorm kind of, so I was like not really that surprised. And then like I'm like I was like watch, like we were out of so much stuff. I'm like watch, this will be the day where it's like not gonna come until like Monday. Sure enough, it's 12:30. No truck.
Not there.
Hours go by, no truck. I call Starbucks corporate and
to talk to the real CEO.
I'm literally like complaining on there. 'Cause I'm like, I literally called yesterday just to be sure. And FedEx, they said like on their end, the tracking package said it was coming today. And they're like, oh yeah, we tried calling you yesterday, and it's actually going to be postponed until Monday.
Ooh.
I'm like, well, how's that my fault? Get the truck and drive across the country and be here.
So what do you have to do now? You just have to say we don't have.
So a lot of it we were able to get like an emergency delivery kind of thing, and like some of the stuff showed up, but some of it didn't. And then when it even showed up, like some of it was at a totally different part of the hospital. Oh. So it was like we had to literally go down there.
They gave the maternal ward coffee.
Yeah. Literally. Like, it was a terrible day yesterday. And then on top of that, yeah.
How about your day-to-day? How was your day-to-day?
My day-to-day was great. You know what? I slept in until like 4 p.m.
Nice.
That was very nice. I mean, I got up at like 1 and did some schoolwork. I had to catch up on schoolwork. Now I'm like, I'm going to get all these lectures done. The lecture you saw in there, I was trying to get them all done. And then finally I'm like, never mind, go back to sleep. I went to sleep. Because, like, are all your classes asynchronous? Like, where you don't have to set meeting times?
Two of them have set meeting times, but it's on Zoom call, so I just do it from my room. Everything else, though, is just doing whatever.
Time, like they give you due dates and like submit things by those dates, yeah.
Right.
I have all online, and then one is the Zoom call. It's like the live room. I don't know what they call it in my college's end. Yeah. But I don't know. And like, I just can't stand having everything online like that because I cannot keep track. I'm not like.
Oh no,
really
it's terrible. It is really hard.
What are we gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Gonna do what you gotta do.
So which of your classes are live meeting sessions?
I have a classical literature class. Right now we're reading like the Iliad. Iliad? I don't know how to say it.
I think that's right, yeah.
That's at 9 in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I do that.
That would kind of suck, I feel like.
It does, but it's not too bad. We basically just listen to our professor summarize that book that we were supposed to read.
I literally in my live sessions, like last semester, I was like planning, like, I swear I'm going to fail this class or whatever. And I never actually ended up failing the classes, but I was always like so worried. And then I look back and like, it's really my fault because I would literally put the Zoom call or the call on, go to sleep, and just like record the screen of everything. But the worst times were when I would go back to my laptop and say storage full, and it didn't finish the recording. And no one else has a recording, so they're all like there and prompt and writing notes and. Mm-hmm. But it was hectic. But anyway, so classic literature in the morning.
And then my philosophy class, which is at 3:55 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday. So I only have one class to go to a day, which isn't bad.
That's nice. That's really nice, yeah.
So that's pretty easy. But I mean, the classes were just do on your. I mean, even the Zoom call classes. It's like so hard to pay attention in those. Yeah. Because paying attention to an actual person in front of you is so much easier.
It is.
Than paying attention to someone on a screen with 100 other blank screens.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because and that's another thing too. I feel like if it was in person and all that, like you had said, like online it's all blank screens. But like if you're in person around people, you can like collaborate with people, talk to people, do stuff. But like. It's just like I'm literally in my basement just sitting there looking at this screen.
Yeah, there's no motivation to pay attention.
Yeah, none at all.
Yeah. Where at least if you're in person, it's like, well, if I fall asleep in class, I kind of feel bad for the professor.
For sure.
But the professor can't see you anymore.
I've been seeing things that they can actually see you. Is that actually possible?
No.
There's no way that's possible.
No.
Okay.
You kidding?
It's it said on there. TikTok.
That's what. Listen, if you hear something on TikTok, don't listen to it. It's wrong. 99% of the time, it's wrong.
Just so you know, it was like those like caution symbols with exclamation or whatever, and they were like, "Warning: your professors can see you even if you have a blank screen on." I'm like, I really don't have a shirt on. And like, is that even like right? Like, I don't think that's legal.
Absolutely not. They're just trying to scare you. But I mean, if you're really like paranoid about that, just put something over your little camera.
Oh, that's
like a little piece of paper.
Really true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like tape a little piece of paper up there. You know, just something small that can't see.
Yeah, I really didn't think about that. I'm gonna start doing that because I feel like they're watching.
You feel like they can see you?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, what would they say though? Like, it say they really can see you with your shirt off. And,
first of all, tragic.
What are they gonna say? Are they gonna email you saying, "I can really see you with your"?
You know, like even like Carson, I'm telling you now, I was watching you during lecture today. I'm like, I had a bunch of cameras. Like, yeah, but I was able to see you. So let's make sure that you're getting ready for class every morning, waking up at a reasonable time. Like, what the heck?
I mean, yeah, there's no way they can see you. Absolutely.
Yeah, after thinking, I'm like, there's no way. Like, that's just like, yeah, there's no way. But also,
and even if there was a way, are they gonna say that they can see you even though?
Yeah, I don't think.
Because that's kind of like revealing it if they tell you.
Right.
If anything, they're just watching the screens and like laughing at it.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Because I guarantee you're not the only person with your shirt off in your class.
For sure. I think people, yeah.
Everyone is.
People are like just putting the thing on, like me, like last semester. I would just put the screen on, go to sleep. That's really what I would do. But yeah, for your classes, do you have like participation points where you have to like talk in class?
No, thank goodness.
Yeah.
No, my the classical literature one, the one in the early morning, nobody talks in that. Maybe like someone will send a chat once in a blue moon, but we really don't interact with each other in that class. My philosophy class, though, whatever like the philosophical argument is that day, people will participate, but it's not mandatory.
Oh yeah.
And I just kind of like hide in the back, like don't, because sometimes he calls on people, and I'm like,
that's terrible. That's
Luckily, though, there are like.
But that's a good way to keep you like.
It is a good way to,
like,
because I'm engaged.
You're like, yeah, right. Because you're kind of worrying about if he's gonna call you.
Yeah, and I have to like have. If he calls on me, he's like, "What are your thoughts on this?" Then I have to. If I'm not paying attention, then I'm like, "What were we talking about?" So you have to continuously pay attention to like, and continuously build arguments in your head for or against whatever we're talking about.
That's scary, though.
That is scary.
That really is.
Do you have that?
No. Ooh. So none of my class. Well, we know. I know people that go to like Akron, and they like literally for them to get attendance points, they have to say something in class. Like, and I don't have any of that. Like, you show up, it shows on their screen, Carson, can you join the session?
Oh yeah.
That's my attendance points. Like, if I do have that, but yeah, no, we don't have anything like that. Like, my professors don't call on us or anything. Like, they just kind of just do what they're doing, and then if we have any questions, we can chime in. But I was worried about that. Because right now I'm in Introduction to Sociology, and there's going to be some house where it's like debate kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha.
And like he's not even saying, like, he's like really laid back and all that. He's not going to make us like talk at all. Like, but like I was warning that because like I'm like, I kind of feel bad because this guy's just lecturing and no one talks. I'm like, but if like participation was like your grade, like where you had to talk, the only way I talk is I'm like at the end of the session, I'm like typing in the chat, like, thank you for a great lecture, professor. Have a great day. Like,
give me my points, please.
Literally, we're all like typing, and then like when everybody's talking, I go on mute. I'm like, have a great day. On mute again.
Well, in my one class, the literature class that no one talks, at the end of class, people will be like, "Thanks for the lecture. Thanks." But I mean, it's not really like
actually
like participating on about the subject that matter. It's more just like, I was there for the end.
No, right. Or they're like, can you hear me? Yes. And so when my name just pops up, can everybody hear me? No one's speaking. Yes, we can hear you, professor.
But if they are doing participation points, every single student immediately hits the button.
Oh,
and says,
100%.
yes.
It's all synchronized. It's like, literally, they ask me, my professors, It's like as if like they like have never used a computer in their life.
I
Is that
know.
like that at OSU? Because I feel like that's a lot of my professors.
One of my professors, he's on the older side, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
obviously is like kind of, he knows less than my philosophy teacher, which my philosophy teacher's probably in his late 20s, early 30s, something like that.
Oh wow, yeah.
But the older guy, he has a few like student teacher assistants.
Oh yeah,
to help him out.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, are your professors on campus teaching, or because all my
Yes.
professors are at home?
No. My people are on campus because they teach
Oh, wow.
both in person and
That's right. Yeah.
on like Zoom call class.
Right. I think all my professors, all their classes are online because the way Kent did it was 60% in person and 40% online, and I think all my professors teach a class at like 40%.
Oh, does all their classes fall into that 40%?
I'm pretty sure. Like it's because it's like anatomy and all that. Like I feel like the labs would be in person, but that the TA does the labs.
Mhm.
So
I think maybe some of my like all online classes, maybe some of those teachers are working
Right.
from home, but I never see them, so who knows?
yeah. Well, it was like on my first day of my sociology class, my professor's older, and his wife was being so mean to him. She was like, Alan. She's like, click that button. They can't see you. He's like, what? She's like, they cannot see you. They're like arguing, and then like 5 minutes goes by and his dog starts barking. Like so, it was so loud. And he's like. I can't remember his voice, and he like called for her, like, can you get the dog please? She's like, and you can hear in the back, she's like, can't you do that, Alan? He's like, she's like, just put him outside. I'm like, this is so awkward. I'm like, literally all our, like, we're just sitting in the class, like, obviously you can't see us, but I'm just like amused by what's going on with you and your wife. Like,
That's like the dream scenario for me. Like if I woke up at 9 in the morning instead of listening to talking about literature from a million years ago,
yeah.
if that happened, I'd be
You'd
living
be
for
awake,
it.
right?
I'd be so awake.
I'm like sleeping.
I'd pay more attention to that screen than I ever have.
Yeah, that's the thing about sociology. It's kind of interesting. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like classic literature, it would just drag on. Especially if your professors like just nonstop reading. Because my professors, like, they just obviously like read from their PowerPoint, so they're like heavily like lecturing, and I'm like, it literally makes me want to just like go to sleep. But
Yeah, mine's a little bit better because he, like, you can tell like he loves teaching and like it's his passion.
yeah,
And it's like he gets a lot of energy from that, and I'm like, you know what? You could just read from these slides like monotone, but you're going for it, and I appreciate that.
that's true. That's true. That's a good outlook to have.
That's a good. He's a good teacher.
That's good. Yeah. Well, speaking of like teachers and all that, my anatomy professor, he was like talking about on Friday, like we all like him, but he just like, I wish I could play it for you, but I don't want him to suddenly watch this video and know I'm talking about him. But he like literally in the lectures, the one time he's coughing and sniffling. So I'm not. He's like, and then he'll like start coughing like. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Everybody coughing, so no one really likes him.
Oh.
I feel bad for the guy. I don't mind him, but like people always comment about that. Well, it was.
Are they commenting in like the chat?
Oh no.
Okay, I was about to say
one
like
time, one of my lectures in my molecules of life chemistry class, they were commenting like, this professor cannot, because he had like an heavy accent, and nobody could understand him, and they were commenting in the chat. Like we had like 250 people in the class, and they're like, does this professor not know how to slow down? And people are like, you know, you can see the chat, right? And they're like, yeah, we know. I'm like, you gotta really ruin this guy's whole entire day.
That's so mean.
It was terrible. But anyway, with the anatomy professor, he definitely knows I'm talking about him. Sorry. But he was so nice. It was like Thursday or Friday. He was like, hey, with the weather, like the temperature's getting like the negatives. If you guys ever need anything, like at all, if you're like staying in your car and you need somewhere to stay, I'll pay for a hotel or whatever. He was like literally emailing, and we're like, we like him now. Everyone's like comment like, we like him now. But yeah, he seems really chill, and I think that's like what's so cool. Like, I mean, high school teachers would never do that.
Oh.
I mean,
no.
you know, that would just want to be, but like professors and like college is so like understanding. They're like,
Oh,
your
yeah.
friend. Yeah. So I don't know why that.
They seem a lot more
like
like people than high school.
Oh, for sure. Like high school teachers, they seem like so structured. Like everything, if you don't follow this, you're gonna get fired, or like if you don't pass a certain grade in your, state standardized testing.
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't really know why I brought that up regarding the sniffling and coughing from my professor.
Well, because we're
But
talking about college and stuff.
True.
And that's a
That's
college
kind of-
story that you have.
Yeah.
And that's what this is, us telling stories.
Right, and see, I kind of forgot we were recording. And we're
I
at 40
forgot we were
minutes
recording
left.
too.
We're at 40 minutes left.
40 minutes left.
We were just talking for 20 minutes straight. It wasn't recording.
You're lying. Listen, at this
But,
point,
yeah.
it
probably would happen.
what,
Like it
recording?
Probably, in my luck, it just wouldn't be recording.
Don't say that.
That's moving.
Don't
and it
say
would be
that.
recording. But yeah, college is something else.
Oh, definitely.
It's a lot of fun. A blast from the past. So
Blast from the past. You mean it's the present. It's right now.
Blast from the future.
Oh, gotcha.
So are you gonna try to? I mean, I guess it kind of depends on if your classes are in person, but are you gonna try to live on campus in the fall?
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Hopefully things will have calmed a little bit down by then.
Hopefully you live by Bryn.
Hopefully
Right?
live by Bryn.
Sorry. Your parents are like, what? Just kidding.
Yeah, hopefully trying to get down on campus. I've only been there a few times. Hopefully sometime this semester I'll be able to get down and just kind of...
Oh, yeah.
Because we actually went down to OSU a while back, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. In that moment, I was like, I'm transferring. Did you know? Did I tell you? The day that we went to go there and like walk around campus,
Right.
I literally emailed admissions and saw my chances of getting in were.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. Let me see if I can pull up the email. 1 second. I think it was the same day or like a day after. 1 second. Listen to how I start my email. 1 second. I can't. They're gonna kick me out.
They're
like,
not
you're
gonna
not even
kick
in
you
yet, but
out.
you're getting kicked out. 1 second.
So you emailed OSU then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I said.
What?
The subject was transferring. I said, greetings. Why did I say greetings? Why? Well, I was looking on the internet, like, good things to say after I already sent this. And one of the things was, like, never say greetings. Because they literally, I literally looked it up after I already sent the email. I was like, because I started thinking, I'm like, I don't really know what to say after starting out. Like, hello, like, or whomever it may concern. Like, what do I say?
But listen, by doing that, you stand out from the crowd. No one else says
And
greetings. Only you.
Do you guys say greetings? Or do you
No,
just
the answer is
greetings?
no.
It's just us. Brandon does it too.
Oh, and if I walk up to people in person, I'll go, greetings.
Really?
I will.
Wow. So basically.
Well, it's kind of like it's a Star Wars reference. Because
Oh, it is? I never.
you've never seen Star Wars. We're going to watch Star Wars and then do an episode about
I
it.
can never watch Star Wars.
Yes, you're gonna.
I don't even know how to spell Star
Well, one of the
Wars.
characters at one point says greetings, but then he says a little line after, but I never
Is
said
that
it.
Luke Walker?
Luke Walker?
Is
Luke
that his name?
Skywalker?
Oh!
He says
I literally thought it was Luke Walker this whole time.
no.
Wow. I am.
He says, he walks in, I think it's the episode 6, he walks in and says, greetings, exalted ones, but saying the exalted ones sounds weird in daily life,
Oh, yeah,
so I just say
100%.
greetings. So if
Okay.
I ever say greetings to you, it's a Star Wars reference.
Then you might want to just feel special, okay? So anyways, I said greetings. My name is Carson Coombs. I'm currently a student at take a look. And I was basically, then at the end, but thank you for taking the time to read my email. Regards, Carson Coombs. And I had to find out like how to end it too. Because how am I just say goodbye sincerely? I'm not sending a love note.
I always put best at the end.
Oh,
best.
so that makes sense.
Brandon Seaman.
Oh yeah, that would have worked too. I literally after I was like looking up like ways to end emails. I'm like why would I look up that like afterwards? But I did. So basically, she just told me that they weren't gonna offer any like scholarships or anything for like transfer students, which makes sense. But I don't even know. Did I even ask about scholarships? Oh yeah, I did, I guess. But yeah, so I was just basically like just asking around, seeing. I was just so like determined to go there, but yeah, I want to fit in.
You fit in.
But yeah, so how was that? Oh, you were talking about us going to OSU.
Oh, yeah. We went to OSU. We walked around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of showed you around campus, but
Yeah.
I don't really know a lot about campus, so we were just kind of walking around. No, I did not.
I don't think you did, honestly. Was that your first time there after, like...
No.
Oh, no, because... Never mind.
I took a tour.
And, like, Kevin showed you around?
I took an official tour.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
But then after the tour, me and Kevin just kind of went around. He showed me around. Gotcha. I stayed the night up there, too, so...
Gotcha, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so that was... I mean, but that was, like, months before we went on ours. So I had...
It was, like, in the summer, right? Or, like, probably even before that when you were making college decisions, right? No, it was, because we were in... I think we were in, like... It was during school, wasn't it?
It was during school because I took a day off.
It was, like, way before COVID, too.
It was.
It was, like, after the musical, I think.
I remember it was, like... I took off a Friday because I was going to stay up there into Saturday.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I took a day off for the tour and going up there. I think I hadn't even applied to OSU at that point. I was just going... I just used it as an excuse to go visit Kevin.
Right. No, yeah, that's right. I remember I was...
But I mean, we were in the process of that time, like, picking colleges and doing college decisions.
Yeah.
And I hadn't applied yet, but when I got home... And I did like all my applications at the same time for all the places.
Oh yeah, did you do Common App?
Common App.
Yeah.
And
that Common App gave me a headache. It made me feel like I was like not getting anywhere.
Oh yeah, I did not like it. But I just sent in my application to OSU. Used like one of my, because they had an essay requirement.
Yeah.
Sent in an essay from high school that I probably got like a B on.
Literally me and Sig, every single paper. I'm like, literally, I remember you writing the paper too. Remember you like writing the papers right before her class? Can you have an 8th period or 9th? and on somebody you're like writing it in the back corner. I just see you walking around your pen.
Listen, because oh my goodness, that class. So because we had like a 2-page paper due every day, and I was like, sometimes I'd do it responsibly and do it like the day before. But other times I was like, I can do this in one day. So I did it in one day.
You accomplished it though.
Well, because I had a free period beforehand, and I was like, I can get 2 pages in 45 minutes. But I'd always start like in ensemble, like you said, just to be safe.
Yeah. Well, I would just copy and paste paragraphs. I'm not even kidding. You would look on my Google Docs and go look at my paper that I turned for Sig, and I just copy and paste it.
I do remember you saying that, how you copy and paste.
Because Macy told me, I'm thinking to myself, after thinking about it, like Macy probably does not really care to say this, but do you really think Macy would have ever copy and pasted paragraphs? No, she's writing 2 extra pages. There's no way she's copy and pasted paragraphs.
It's because, I mean, the copy pasting paragraphs was always for like the rough drafts, because in the rough drafts you needed to meet a page requirement, but you weren't always at the place where you were ready for getting to like page 6 or whatever. You were only on like page 5, and it's like, I need a little bit more. Just copy and paste this paragraph, because no one actually like examines the rough draft.
Right, and like even if you were to do the first paragraph, you write it in the last paragraph. It's like something new.
Right.
But like there was, I did that. Like I was on page 4, I had a copy and paste last page. But I'm not even exaggerating. One or two papers. I'm not even kidding. Like for the draft, I literally just went ahead and just copy and pasted every single paragraph. It wasn't just like make up one page. It was the whole entire essay.
You like doubled your paper?
Oh yeah, I was like copy paste.
I mean that's kind of strategic.
Go back over here, change the rest of the sentences. Like it was, yeah.
It's a strategy though.
Yeah.
And you did eventually finish the paper, which is all that matters. Really.
Yeah. I think the thing that made me most mad about her class is that like even on campus at Akron, none of them had homework every single night like we did.
Oh.
We actually had it every single night. Remember because they had homework once a week for like in their class, the same class she was teaching, and they would literally only have it once a week, and we had it every single night.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you know how teachers in high school will say, in college you need to know how to do this. In college they're going to be expecting this.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
It honestly is. I haven't used MLA, APA, nothing yet. They're like, don't worry about citing.
Yeah.
Or like, don't worry about this paper. I'm like,
I know, I haven't had to like cite a single thing yet.
Yeah, and they scared us.
Oh yeah.
In high school, they were like, well, if you guys don't know how to do it now, you're never going to know how to do it, and you're going to fail college. That's basically what they were saying.
Yeah, in college, I mean, like, I was ready for homework in all my classes every single night, and then I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
Literally.
I don't have homework in any of my classes.
Yeah, I'm like not doing anything, not paying attention, screen recording my lectures, like literally nothing. But
yeah, a lot easier than expected. But maybe it was a good thing that they did that. They ramped our expectations so high that now we think it's easy.
yeah, I see no good in it. But just kidding. No, but like it. That's yeah.
I mean,
that's
if
what
I
heard.
become a teacher,
or maybe during their time though. For real, like during their time they might have had, maybe their experience was a lot different.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we're not actually on campus and all that, but like even before COVID and everything, people were talking about it. They said they never got homework that they did in high school. I mean, from the people I talked to, like, they never really said they were like, oh yeah, college is way different. Like, you barely get homework. Like,
maybe it is.
The biggest lie I heard, I don't know about OSU, but the biggest lie was that you don't have to actually go to classes. All my classes take attendance.
Oh, absolutely. I was thinking for a second that you meant that you could skip classes, and I was thinking in my head, like, can you do that?
Yeah, no.
I was like,
people
no,
are
heck
telling
no.
people that, like, you can just decide you want to go to class or not. I'm like, that does not happen.
Like,
but,
OSU implemented a thing with COVID and everything saying, if you're not in your classes, we're going to, like, it was some sort of penalty.
You get, like, academic probation or
Yeah,
something like that? Yeah.
And it was like, if you don't, like, all your teachers are taking attendance and stuff, and, like, attendance just boils down to showing up in the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
But even still, if you didn't show up to those Zoom meetings, or like for the classes that are all online and there's no meetings, if you didn't do the homework and stuff.
Oh yeah, like a discussion board or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they put you on academic probation because they know like you're not attending classes and stuff. And oh yeah, no, you cannot skip classes whatsoever.
Yeah, and I was told before that you can. And
Oh.
so I was like, I mean, honestly,
You
like
were
I would
excited.
have never like really skipped, but going into college, like, oh, I guess what I could just skip class.
Not feeling it today.
Yeah, but like that does not happen at all.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
I was kind of sad about that. I'm like,
I
why are they able to skip classes, not me? But
yeah, but I mean, I think college overall is somewhat easier, but also maybe somewhat harder. Because I think the content in college is harder, but the kind of expectations going in of like like we said, homework every night, that's easier.
yeah, and like the professors are so lenient. Like what you had said, they actually are like people. Like it's so nice because like they're like if you ever have an issue and you like talk to your professor about something, some aren't good about emailing, but like if you email them, they'll totally understand.
Oh yeah, like one of my Zoom class, he's like my philosophy teacher. He's like, you guys have to show up. It's required that you show up to every class. And he's like, but if you don't, just email me why, and we'll quit. And it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, my sociology professor literally gave us his cell phone number. He's like, call me. You guys need to call me at 12 a.m. I'm out for you guys. He's like, I'm here for you guys. You guys.
What a bro.
Yeah, he literally is honest. Because I was looking at, also, little advice, rate your professors, rate my professors.
I haven't.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
See, it's really helped me because, like, I know exactly going in if we're going to have a lot of tests, how the tests are going to be structured.
Oh, really? Do they say that? Are they, like, comments and stuff?
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of comments. It's not just, like, give stars, they leave comments.
Oh, I see.
And going in, I looked up this professor, and they were all like, he gives you your phone number, like, if you ever have any issues, call him. But he's literally in the lecture, he's like, I want to be here for you guys, like, if you guys have it. I mean, it's his real cell phone number.
Oh,
he's like,
well, maybe do you think he might have, like, a personal cell phone and a work cell phone? Because that might,
so.
No? You think he gave you his personal? Wow.
And he was just, like, talking about, he was like, if you guys run into any kind of issues in regards to the course, or not even in regards to the course, just like personal things that you guys are talking about, I'm always going to be here for you guys. I'm like, this guy's super nice. I'm like,
oh yeah, definitely. Sounds like
I might just text him and say, hey, can you give me some money? You know what Venmo yet. He'd be like, here it is, Venmo.
Here's my Venmo number, or whatever, account. Dang, he does sound like a bro though.
He does, yeah. Well, he is.
He is.
But he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Alan. His name's Alan.
Oh, the same.
Yeah! His wife got like, your shit's calling you. I'm gonna... Yeah, same person. But...
Yeah.
He's a very cool guy. He's
really definitely. Sounds like it.
I might, like, be his buddy. I might be like, hey, Alan, how are you today?
Show up to his house one day.
Greetings, kind sir. Shaking his hand.
That's a good opener, though. Not in an email, but anywhere else.
Honestly, though, I feel like you're right. I mean, you are right. Like, if you, like,
Thanks.
it's just like, if you're right, it's like, if you're typing an email and you say greetings, it sounds really sketchy.
It sounds like, I feel like in-person greetings, it's kind of like, you're kind of overplaying it, but like, I think people can tell in person that you're meant to be overplaying it. You're like, greetings. But like
Right.
an email, you sound like, just kind of
I don't know,
weird.
Well, I'm never getting to know how to, even if I try. You're like,
I'm telling
Carson
you.
Coons. Oh, let's see his application.
It started with greetings, throw it away.
But notes, he started an email with greetings. He also said regards. And he also forgot the B in front of Ohio State University.
Well-
So.
They'll reply back, you are obviously trying to get into the wrong school. This is the Ohio State University. You should go to Ohio State University.
Literally.
But no, they
understand. They get stupid. You know, I was trying to think about, I'm like, there are people, like, in my classes that they'll, like, type things, and, like, I'm like, is it really a college student typing this? I'm like, there's no way. It's that their younger brother or sister got on their laptop.
what are they
for that.
saying?
I don't even know, but all their, like, everything's wrong. Grammar, spelling's wrong.
Oh, I get that all the
that's
time,
really
too.
bad. I think to myself, I mean, Kent's not that, like, you know, it's, like, not like the Ohio State University, but it's, like, it's still, like, these people, like, I feel like Ohio State University that, like, they'd be like, you're kicked out. If you have one spelling error, you're kicked out.
Oh, no.
But,
Like, people
Kent,
have posted in the chat, like, they'll be like, any questions? And someone will say something, and I'm like, that's not even a question. I don't even know how to interpret this.
Yeah, someone literally asked how to spell B12. Letter B12. And
What?
you're talking about B12 and micro, or not micro, and chem. And someone was like, how do you spell B12? And the professor was like, and they kept talking because, like, you didn't really know what was going on. It was like static, you know? I was like, what? Spelling B12? You were commenting like, you spell it as if you were saying and spelling B12. I'm like, what? Like, are you trying to spell B-E-E-T-W-E-L-V-E? Like, I'm confused.
Oh, jeez. Like, I get exactly what you mean. It's not
It's
just
like-
in, like, the chat. Like, group me's.
Oh, terrible.
I hate group me's.
Yeah,
Like, group me's are useful some of the time, but the rest of the time, pure annoyance.
right.
But sometimes they, like, I'll look in group me and it's like, oh, here's my million notifications. Let's scroll through. And I'll see something. I'm like, what the heck? What idiot?
No, literally.
I mean, I'm sure they're not, like, actually dumb. I'm sure it's just, like, rushing. They're rushing
If
typing.
you guys do that, you're not dumb, okay?
You're not
Don't
dumb.
worry. But no,
take your time.
Yeah, it might be that they're rushing, but yeah, like, right. Like, I'd rather just take my time, make sure, like, that's why I type greetings and stuff like that. That way it makes it look like I'm at least putting work into it. I mean, I'm really just going online looking up openers and greetings, and I just write, type greetings whenever I see that seems fitting. But, like, I mean, at least try.
Yeah. At least try to spell the words right.
Right.
And I feel like it's even worse when there's, like, autocorrect involved.
Oh, 100%.
Because, like, doesn't Zoom have, like, when you're typing, there's, like, it'll do the squiggly red line telling you that's wrong.
Yeah.
But still, people typing things wrong.
Yep. My favorite's when they do 222 wrong. And
Oh,
there.
oh my god.
Oh my.
Every time someone says two, like, oh, me too, but it says T-O, I'm like, oh my goodness. You're using it wrong.
Me too, TWO. But that's super bad.
Oh.
Like, how are you gonna say me too, TWO?
What's going through your mind?
Like, I feel like that's
Like,
that's like the only grammar lessons that I understood in language arts ever.
They actually spell out TWO and not just, like, the number.
Right.
That is...
Yeah.
I feel like that's more work for a worse result. Because if you're thinking about typing something... Okay, let's think of saying you have to use TOO.
Yeah.
It's more work to type T, go to W, and then O, where it's just... TOO is just T, bop, bop, OO.
Right.
It's so much more work. What?
Yeah, no, yeah. People, I don't know.
That surprises me. People... You've seen people spell it TWO. That's...
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm not even kidding, all the time. Now that's not just from college. That's like in general too.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't really understand. Like,
no, I don't know.
I feel like, or like, The there's, those really make me mad too.
Oh.
Those make me want to rip my hair out every single second.
Definitely.
Or they're trying to use, like, they are, but it's not even, like, they'll say they're, like, I can't explain it, like, there's my brain even trying to put into words, like, to explain.
Moral of the story,
just know
despite being in college,
theirs.
doesn't mean you know your 222s and they're theirs.
Right.
So learn them.
You really should. So maybe you should watch a grammar lecture lesson. But yeah.
It's kind of funny though, looking at it, like especially if it's in a Zoom call.
Oh yeah.
Laughing, it's like
because you know everybody
live
sees
entertainment.
it. Yeah, and then like they're like chatting and like they're putting in
like I'm thinking I can't be the only person.
They're like. Oh yeah, no.
So, do you show yourself, like, you can choose to turn your camera on or whatever. Do you choose to show yourself in any of your classes? I don't.
Oh, no, I don't either. No, I don't.
No.
I could never.
Oh, no. Like,
I mean, I feel like it's a whole different, like, level of awkwardness when you're actually choosing to show your face.
What I do is,
to do it.
the first day of class, and maybe the first few days, I'll turn my camera on just to show the professor, I'm really here listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, the numbers start to dwindle over time of people who have their
screens
screens
standing, like,
oh, no, I'm gone way before I'm the last one. I refuse to be the last one. Because if you're the last one, you've reached a point where you're the last one. I can't do that.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe when I start seeing the numbers really start to drop, that's when I cut it.
Yeah,
I
right.
cut it. Say no more video for you.
Camera on. I don't think I ever put my video on once. Yet.
You should try it.
I have to try it. You're
Here,
right.
you're going to try it, and then you're going to report back to us on the episode.
Well, actually,
that's what we'll do.
Episode, we're going to have a future episode just about college advice.
Oh.
Sounds good? Like in-depth college advice.
In-depth
that's
college
basically
advice.
what the video is so far. But
we have 18 minutes left. We can talk about, if we go like 5 minutes over time.
An hour and 5 minutes of podcast.
An hour. it says an hour in
we change our Instagram name and everything. An hour up and in parentheses, an hour and 5 minutes.
But I mean, this show we can talk about whatever we want. We just chose to talk about college stuff.
Right.
I mean,
no, it's a good.
Well, it kind of stemmed off.
Introduction thing. That's basic. I don't know about you, but like that's basically right now.
Oh yeah,
life.
mine
There's
too.
nothing else really going on. So like.
But like I think in every episode, we'll start off by I'm gonna ask you how your day was, and we'll talk about our days first before diving into whatever we're talking
right,
about.
because I feel like even with that, there's so much to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Like, how was your day? What
like
did you
we've
do
spent a
today?
whole episode on just our day.
Yeah, you're right. Because remember I said I woke up at 1 and did home. And we have 17 minutes left.
And we have 17. What do you want to talk about? We could keep going on the college.
Famous. I mean,
are you really?
I'm blowing up again on there.
Are you really?
Let me see where I'm at.
Because the night we went to dinner, you were blowing up.
Oh yeah.
Every time we checked it was like 1,000 more viewers.
Okay, it's really not blowing up, but I had almost 7,000 viewers. But remember when we were at Applebee's, it was going up, but it was like 89,000.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You check it in every like you check it every few minutes.
Yeah.
And each time you checked it, like 1,000 more people had seen it.
Yeah. It's like crazy.
It started off. We started dinner and it was like at 11.
Yeah.
And we ended and it was like at 70.
Yeah. Now it's at like 95. So see, it kind of started slowing down a little bit, but it's still.
Well, I mean that's just kind of the nature of things. It's
right.
like everything when it comes out, it's like, but then it slowly starts to curve into like a straight line.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, but yeah. So college, I'm just kind of. Oh, and we also were talking about you living on campus. So you're really gonna try it then for.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because right now the restrictions and everything, it just makes it like. If I was down there this semester, which I could have been if I wanted to, I would have just been in my room the whole time. Right. Because none of my classes are in person, and I just thought like, what's the point?
Like save that money. Like that's how I was feeling. I
yeah.
Save that money.
It's like, what's the point in going if I'm going to stay in my room when I could stay here and save a lot of money?
Yep. Yeah.
And just get. I mean, there's not going to be a difference.
You're getting the same experience. I mean, because no one's doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'd be able to like walk around campus, but what?
Well, you do that here. You know, I mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not gaining anything from being down there this semester.
Right.
When maybe, like, I mean, some classes are like only in person where, you know, when I eventually take a class that only is offered in person, then I'll have to be down there,
Right,
and then I'll be
right.
gaining something from being down there.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But right now,
Yeah.
what about you?
So same. Right now, I'm always not on campus, even though I wanted to be, but it's just like same thing. I want to save money.
Mm-hmm.
But next semester in the fall, I'm gonna get a condo. I've been doing this like
We've talked.
roommate search or whatever, and
I saw on your Instagram story you
Oh,
were
yeah.
looking for a roommate, and I almost wanted to sign up and say, I'll be your roommate, despite going to 2 different colleges.
You can travel 2.5 hours.
Oh, absolutely.
No big deal. So basically, it's like this. Ohio State probably has it too, honestly. Not that you're probably looking for a roommate, or you probably have your people figured out, whatever, even if you don't. It's basically, you fill out everything. You fill out from, you want to go stay in, like go out, like what time do you usually go to bed, do you prefer this or that, like all that kind of stuff you answer. And then from there, they match you with people that have the same like answer as you. Yep. So I did that and I kind of like just found like the 3 top with the highest percentage. That pretty much is around what I put. Mm-hmm. Higher the percentage, obviously, the more they're compatible. Like
it's like a dating app. Pretty much.
So pretty much. It's like literally that's what it is. So
we'll match you with your perfect roommate.
But yeah, so I was like looking around and there were some like weird people. Like past that one. But
you skipped the people who started with greetings.
Yeah, literally. Or howdy or something like that.
Oh, you don't skip the people who say howdy. I say howdy.
Howdy, how?
I think it's a funny opener.
It is.
Well, maybe not in text.
But maybe not as like on a roommate search or something.
Maybe.
Like,
I'm making mistakes. Gotta go delete that howdy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so I was like messaging everybody with the highs. I'm like, hey, just let you know, like my name's Carson. Like, I said I'm a freshman right now. Like I'm looking for a roommate or whatever. And I said like I'd like to get to know you more, just to see, And there was this one person I did not find. I don't know where. I did not find him on that website, but I found him on something else. And he was like, he cussed every single sentence. And I'm like, I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Too much.
Yeah, too much. And then this one kid, his name's Gino. He came, he was on there as well. And he's like, yeah, sure, shoot me a text or whatever. And we started texting. He seems really cool. He plays piano. He sings. He actually sent me some songs. I was like talking about I like singing as well and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, I did theater in high school. And he plays board games. And plays cards. I'm like, Brandon, is that you? No, but he actually really honestly does. I feel like I haven't met him in person.
What's his Gino?
His name's Gino.
That's a cool name.
It is. I think it's Gio Giuseppe? No.
Giuseppe? What are you talking about?
What is his name? I hope he doesn't listen to this. No,
Gino, if you're listening to this, we love you.
Well, okay, he just goes by Gino, I guess. But so he seems really cool, and he's a computer science major, and I don't know. So we were talking about things, and we're gonna meet. That one it is a random roommate site, but obviously you want to meet with the person before.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But so we're looking at getting a condo, and we could split it 2 ways, and it wouldn't be too expensive. But getting a 3rd or 4th person would be nice. And
I can do it.
Right.
Board game. I'll come in for board games.
Literally, for some reason, all your classes are still online next year. You're doing it. But I told him, literally, when we play board games, I'm like, you over.
Heck yes.
See, I don't play board games.
You don't play board
games? That's another topic.
Well, there's 2 different types of board games. There's casual board games, and then there's complex board games.
What would you classify as complex and?
Well, a casual board game is Payday or
Monopoly.
Yeah. The more life.
Yeah, that's.
The more complex ones are. Do you know Catan? I doubt. If you don't play board games, I doubt.
No, I don't know if it is. But you're saying, would you classify Clue as? I know Clue is a board game, or
I'd say Clue's kind of, you're getting into that more middle territory, but still there's some board games that are super complex. I have this Star Wars tabletop game. They're little models of starships that you move around, and each ship does something different. And you have to roll dice, and you fight each other. It's
that
really,
sounds really intense.
it is intense, and it takes like a long time to play. Like I think one of the first games I played with some other people, it went for like 3 to 5 hours.
What?
Yeah, and there are
3
some
to
games.
5 hours?
There are some games that take multiple days. Like we played this one strategy game. I think it was called Rage. We had to have multiple gaming sessions that were each like 3 hours in length, maybe more.
What?
It's huge because
But it's a fun thing to do.
it's a fun thing to do, but it's like you got to commit to some games.
Gotcha.
There are some games
The
like on
Monopoly
the.
takes a lot of time too.
It does, but like
You still get it done in a day probably or whatever, but like
yeah, I mean, I like as far as rules go, Monopoly is like roll the dice, move your guy, hit the pieces. Like a game I mentioned earlier, Catan, you can
Yeah.
finish that in like an hour probably, but like
yeah.
there are a lot of rules and
Ooh.
it's pretty complex.
Now would you? I mean, I guess like card games. Do you classify? I know they're not board games, but like I'm basically. Just,
I'm not big into
kind of-
card games.
Yeah,
I don't know a whole lot.
because like he also plays video games as well, and I mean video games and board games. I think they're pretty
Oh yeah, they're you know into one, you're probably into the other.
right. Yeah. So, but basically, he seems really cool, and so I'm like, we were talking about music and all that because, I'm like, do you guys know this guy? We'll do covers and stuff. Like, we'll do duets. I'm like, can you imagine me just meeting a random stranger like, we're singing today? Dear Mike. No, but I don't know. He seems really cool, because basically I really wanted to live on campus.
Mhm.
Like, that's what I wanted to do. Like, I was like, I'm going to live in the dorms for at least one semester, if not a whole year. But then I'm like, also, like, we're already be sophomores. I don't know why I just stopped singular, but we're already be sophomores. And, like, I feel like, I mean, I can live on campus, but I also be saving a lot of money if I just got, like, a condo or something, or an apartment. Like, because it's like 2 minutes away from campus. So it's just right off campus.
Yeah, probably
So-
cheaper too.
Yeah, I think my payments would be like, including everything, probably $450.
Ah, with your job at Starbucks, that's nothing. Chump change for you.
I guess so. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So $450, yeah, right. It's not really that bad, but like, if I were to live on camp, like live in the dorms, it'd be like, what? I think it's like, what is it? Like $600 a month?
Oh, probably.
Oh yeah, it's like 600, 650, because it comes out to be like 6,000, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Wow, it's crazy.
It
It's
is.
like a lot of money, but like I'm like, that's literally why. I'm just like, might as well just get like a
Yeah.
house off campus or whatever. But then that's another thing. It just depends if I'm in person or not.
Oh, definitely.
So I think next year will be.
Oh,
I
I
really think it will be.
I hope so. And if not, you can come down to OSU and get a condo with me.
Yes. Literally, if it's 9 a.m.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding.
And we'll bring Gino. Is that his name? I forgot.
That's his name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll bring Gino too.
He seems like, yeah, I think, I just want to say, I just want to let you know.
That's so suspicious.
Like, he.
If you want to move on, we can move on.
Move on. I'm about to cut that part.
No, we're leaving it in. No.
It's not, I have to cut it. No, I have to
The
cut
timer's
it.
still running though, so it's too late.
Okay, but anyway, so. Oh, no, that's what I was saying. So what I was telling him was, I said, be prepared because I'm going to have a lot of friends over. So
Oh, okay.
because when I was talking about it, I was like forgetting where I was going with that. And I was like, just like letting him know before, I'm like, I'm an outgoing person. Like,
You're gonna be a
friend-
partier.
Yeah. So get ready, okay? Should bring alcohol. Just kidding. No, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my plan for next year.
Wow. Look at
It's
you.
coming up quick.
Coming up quick.
Already February.
Yeah, we're
February 6th.
before you know it, we'll be done with second semester, summertime again, and then back into school.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Fun.
First year of college has flown by.
So how's it going overall? Okay, is it? So we briefly talked about everything, but it's like more of like what you expected, or is it like not really at all how you expected it to go? Or
I mean, I expected to be on campus, but
yeah, I did too. I especially did second semester.
yeah.
So, but
I mean, it's gone okay, I guess.
good.
You know, I'm sure it's gonna get better though as
Right.
time passes, and like things get better. You know.
Yeah. I keep thinking, I'm like, it's just so weird to me that we're gonna like be next year, we're actually on campus and all that, and we're gonna be like the freshmen. Like we're the freshmen that's coming in as freshmen.
Yeah, it's
The
gonna be
sophomore
really
are
weird.
gonna be us being basically freshmen.
Yeah.
We're not gonna know where anything's at and everything. Freshmen will come to us,
Two
"You know where that's
generations
at?"
of
We're like,
freshmen entering at the same time.
yeah, we're gonna be like, you know what? I'm like, I have no clue. But speaking of freshmen, speaking of college, I got a penny board. I'm gonna start skateboarding around campus.
What's a penny board?
It's a miniature skateboard. You know those little like
The ones that you do with your fingers?
no, like no, the penny boards.
You said penny board twice. I still don't know what it
Let
is.
me show you. Wait, who's snapping? I know I'm popular, but what?
No snapping.
You know what Cody did? Cody, you're gonna be listening to this. You know what Cody did yesterday?
What do you do?
He was talking about my Instagram likes and how I get a lot more likes than he does. And he literally unliked my picture right in front of me and acted like he didn't. And I was like, why did you just unlike my picture? He was like, I didn't mean to. I'm like, yeah, you just told me that you're mad to get more likes than you do. Like, what the heck?
Did he like it back or did he leave
I
it
made him.
on?
I said, get back on there and like the picture now. He was like, I didn't mean to. I'm like, yeah, you did.
Oh, so that's a penny board.
Yeah, they're like, they fit in your backpack.
Oh,
That's why
you're a skater boy now.
You know it. So I'm gonna be skating around campus now. They'll know who to talk to. They'll be like, "That guy's skating? I'm sure he's a sophomore. Let me go talk to him." I'm like, "Yeah,
And then you'll point them in a random direction and be
it's
like,
up there."
they're wandering for the next 2 days.
Like, don't interrupt. I'm skateboarding right now. But yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you looked into joining any organization or anything? I mean, I know everything's virtual right now, but
Not really. I've just kind of been chilling.
right.
When I get on campus, I'll be like looking around, be like, because they have like a fair usually. Like,
Oh, really? With your organization and clubs?
yeah, they'll fill up like a few, like, I think they fill up like a block just of stands of people or something like that. It's big. It's real big.
Wow, that's nice.
But it'll just be like organizations saying, join us, and I'll just walk around there and be like, I'll join all of you, and I'll join all like
Every single
1,000 organizations at OSU.
Would you ever join a frat?
I don't know about that. Not my style.
I don't think it was mine either, but I'm about to join one.
You should.
That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother talk show.
Here,
Or, no,
you'll
whole
get
nother
back
show.
to us on another episode, just
100%.
like you are going to get back to us with the Zoom call thing, where you're going to start showing your face.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna
you
make
know,
you.
I'm gonna start. I think.
I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna
No
show
one
up to your
does that.
house early in the
That's not
morning,
one person
yell
does
at your window, turn on your camera.
I'd be like, no. My professor's like, you're not gonna hear you, right? I know you think you're muted, but I can hear you, and I can see you too.
Put
No.
a shirt on.
But yeah. So.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at the beginning of the year. I was looking at like different organizations, and some of them weren't even emailing back. They were like, "I'm not even going to attempt," because everything was online. But I don't know. I'm thinking about joining a student government. It'd be really cool.
Ooh.
It's an undergraduate student government, but it has to. My application has to be due by the 19th. I get 206 signatures, so I think I'm kind of running out of time. So
Just sign it your name.
yeah, I could. I literally could. And they wouldn't really know. Like, I guess I can like just have like random students from all around.
I'll sign it, and I'm not even a student.
They're like, here's this Brandon kid. I'm like,
He doesn't go to Kent, and he's like, yeah, he does.
doesn't even go here. He doesn't go to the Kent State University. But yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. Cool. Alright, that's
And look at that, T-minus 1 minute.
wow.
Episode 1.
That was really good. Not even kidding. And
We're not done yet.
But we're not even gonna listen. To
I'm
it.
not. No.
We're just gonna publish it. Wait, I forgot. How are we doing this again? As far as publishing goes.
We're on our YouTube channel.
Did we create that yet?
if we didn't, we will.
Whoops.
So we're gonna post these every. I don't know if we decided to schedule
It's
it.
like twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
And we'll keep posting these. Bring a friend next time.
Yes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Don't say that.
Oh. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
No.
And hit the bell notification. Hit the bell for notifications.
You're trying too hard at this point, Carson. And that's the episode.
Have a great night.
And we'll see you next time for another hour of BS.
Oh, an hour BS.
We were supposed to say it at the same time. Bye.
Bye.